Hello everyone, welcome back to Iggy's Toy Parade and Soldier Review. Today I'm going to talk about Rocco Minitanks, but before I do, there was something I wanted to share with you. So let me step over here for just a moment and introduce you to Fritz. Now this is a modern Navy cap, and I purchased a World War I era cockade, and I replaced the hat band. Let me see if I can take this off of old Fritz here. Oh, Fritz has a bald head. How do you like that? Okay, here we go. It says SMS Bremen. Now, these letters were hand painted by my brother. My brother's an artist, and he does excellent work. You can see this is all hand painted. You can see the hat ribbon there. Let me see if I can get you some. Does it go this way? Yeah, that shows who made it. But you still can buy these on eBay. I think the modern German Navy actually uses what I call a pancake hat. I don't know what the actual name of it is. But I thought you'd like to see that. Imperial Navy hat. Just put him up there. There's Fritz. There we go. And there is the SMS Bremen, which was a light cruiser similar to the Emden and the Königsberg. And this particular ship was lost in the Baltic during World War I with the loss of all hands. This is a postcard of that ship from 1905, and it was used by a insurance company in America to advertise their product, which I thought was interesting, but also illustrates how many Germans were living in America at the turn of the century. So let's go over here. I think I promised you Rocco Minitanks, so I think we probably should take a look at those. So here we go. I put them on my bed in this treasure chest. Now, I bought this treasure chest at Hobby Lobby, and I got this really cool sort of antique style lock. I got it at a gift shop, I think. And they had different sizes. This was like the smallest one that they made. I always thought that was kind of cool. So let's take a look inside the treasure chest. Uh-oh, it's stuck. There we go. There we are. Now, Rocco Minitanks is a company that was established in 1960. And they've got a difficult history to follow. I think they actually went bankrupt in 1975. The company that reorganized them sold the manufacture of the HO scale tanks to a German company called Herpa. It's kind of a strange name, Herpa. I said, I've got a Herpa breakout on my lip here. Ugh. Anyway, and Herpa manufactures mini tanks in Slovakia, and they took over in 2007. Now, I don't know if they still do that. But Rocco is still around. They're just not making tanks anymore. They make train cars for HO train sets and things. So let's take a look at some of these. Now, this is some of the earliest vehicles were packaged on these cards, on what they call a blister card. And the one drawback to these blister cards is the vehicle, for some reason, would fall apart inside. I don't know why. The vehicles are snapped together. They're not glued together. And when they're being transported or stored, the vehicle tends to fall apart. But this is a modern West German tank destroyer. So let's put that aside. And what is this? This is a West German Leopard tank. I actually got to go inside one of these. I went to an open house at the German army base at Wetzlar, and I was able to sit inside the driver's compartment of a Leopard tank. Here we have a Soviet T-34. This one's in pretty good shape. Now, some of them that I have, have been repackaged, so they're not like collector grade because they've been repackaged. The person had taken them out, had them on display, uh, did whatever they did with them, and then put them back in the package again. And a lot of them were attained through estate sales that sold the things on eBay. You can still buy Rocco mini tanks online, or excuse me, on eBay. And here's an example of a Herpa packaging. And this particular tank is this an M41? Yeah, this is a Walker Bulldog tank from World War II era, which was a heavy tank. And then we have a German half-track, which in this case was used for anti-aircraft duty. A lot of these, though, were used to pull the 88 anti-aircraft guns. Another Herpa vehicle. This one looks like a Panzer III? Panzer IV? No, a Sturmgeschütz. Try saying that really fast. Oh, I gotta take a Sturmgeschütz. This is a bridge layer. When I was a kid, I always wanted to have this one, and I never got it, but I have it now. When I was a boy, I had about 13 Rocco mini tanks, and what I would do is Mom would give me 35 cents to go to the cafeteria, but what I would do is skip lunch and go to the hobby store. It was called Hobby Hamlet in Canoga Park, California, and I would buy one of the Rocco mini tanks. And I remember one of them I bought was a German half-track with a searchlight on the back. And this kid named Donald, I won't say his last name, but his name was Donald. He said, "Hey, can I see that?" I said, "Sure." I was very proud of it. He took it and threw it in the toilet and flushed the toilet. Now, it didn't go down the toilet, but it was, it was still in the toilet. And everyone laughed because I put my hand in the toilet water to get my half-track out. Donald is also the kid who stabbed me in the ass with a pencil, but that's probably why I talk so slow to this day. He was a real charming fellow. This is a later Rocco mini tank before Herpa took them over. And this one is a anti-aircraft platform. I think it's called a Whirlwind or something like that. And we have an American truck. I guess that's a deuce and a half. I was tested on a deuce and a half to get my license when I was in the Army. And I'd never driven a truck before. So here I'm in this massive truck, and the guy said that I tested better than anyone else because everyone else was trying to show off how fast they could drive, and I was really slow and cautious. And the tester said that he thought I did the best, which I thought was really funny because I had never been in a truck before. This is a Dodge Command car. Now, some of the Rocco mini tanks, this part here is blue, and I think that might be Someone in the comments, 'cause I know there's a lot of fans of Rocco Minitanks, so someone in the comments could maybe correct me if I'm mistaken with that. Now, this is a Tiger tank that I bought in the 1980s, and I have one of these in mint green. I've never seen them made in mint green before. They're always in this khaki color or sand color or in an olive drab color. So it's really strange that they would make one in mint green color. The particular one I have in mint green is in storage. Um, Unfortunately, everything I have is in storage. But these are from the Soldiers of Valor sets by Unimax, and I have a whole bunch of those. I have, look at the track broke. They dried out and snapped in half. I have to repair that. But I have like 4 of these Tiger 2s, and I'm trying to speed this up a little bit because I think I'm getting tedious. And this one, there's the blue that I was talking about. And this particular one still has the price tag on it, 19 cents. I think that's pretty cool because now that same thing would probably be $12 online, maybe more. And what's this one? Is this a Tiger? Yeah, Tiger 2. And we got a King Tiger. Oh, not a King Tiger. This one is called a Yog Tiger. And this hunting tiger. And it was used as a tank destroyer. Let's see. The Forces of Valor tanks, I have them all wrapped up here, so you really can't see those. This particular one I got for $5. I think the person selling it didn't know what they had. But it was probably a wife selling off her dead husband's collection. I suppose when I die, all mine will go into a landfill somewhere. It's an M47. I remember when we had practice at Fort Knox, we would blow the hell out of old M47s. Oh, this is the Honest John rocket launcher. When I was a kid, I went over to these kids from my 6th grade class, and they said they liked Rocco Minitanks, and I thought, oh, I'm going to really show these guys. I'm going to go over there with all my Airfix figures and my Rocco Minitanks, and they're going to be so impressed. Those guys had like 10 times more stuff than I did. I was so disillusioned. I thought, but I should have the most. I've been starving myself to get these things. That was really a comeuppance. That happened to me. I had this friend in my Civil War group. His name is Doug, and he invited me over to his house to see his collection of Civil War soldiers. And I thought, well, he's not going to have as many as I have. He's got like 100 times more. And I'm always humbled by these guys who have such huge collections. Here's another oldie. Another German tank. I like the German ones the best. I think most collectors do like the German ones the best. Oh, look. Here's some of the Forces of Valor vehicles. This is a Grant tank or Lee tank. And the Americans called it Lee. The British called it a Grant. And this the British used this in the North African campaign. But these are awesome. I really like these. They're made of metal and plastic as opposed to all plastic. But they're not HO scale like the... here's another one. They're not HO scale like the Rocco Minitanks. These are like a 172, I think. You can use them with Airfix figures. Let me see. I think I have a book here. There we are. There it is. Now you can find out a lot about Airfix figures. There is a lot of confusion between HO and 172 scale or 25 millimeter, because in Britain they conflate the two, and in America HO scale is 187, and in Britain it's I think 172, and it causes a lot of differential in sizes. But here I'm in an awkward position, so let me see if I can do this for you. But this book will show you all the figures, what year they came out, what the boxes look like. I actually had these Japanese as a kid, and my fourth grade teacher took them from me. I still remember her, but not fondly. So they got quite a number. And they also cover some other brands like Atlantic, which I think was a Spanish company, but I'm not positive on that. And then when Airfix stopped making them, they were their molds were taken over by a couple other companies, like Italary, I think was one of the companies that took them over. But anyway, that gives you some idea. And I thank you for coming along with me. I hope I didn't tire you out too much with looking at these, but it's a fun hobby to have. It's not I don't have the biggest collection. Here's a Sherman. Those are always cool. I don't have the biggest collection in the world. I've been humbled in that regard many times over. If you go online, you can find guys that have gigantic collections. Like there's this one guy, he has like 2,000 of them. I'm like, geez, you gotta be kidding. I don't have that kind of money. But anyway, this is like 3 times the amount that I had as a boy, so I'm satisfied. Anyway, thank you for coming along. And this is Iggy saying have a good afternoon and stay safe. Thank you.